guys, welcome back. This is Miss Jackie here at Crafty Pantaloons. I'm doing like back-to-back videos right now. So, as you guys know, I'm working on a design team project with Doreen over at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. So I'm working on a sewing journal. So I have my 4 signatures ready that I plan on using in this book. I'm making this for my best friend's daughter who loves to sew, and I've known her since she was a little girl. I've been best friends with her mom for like ever. So I figured, you know what, let me just do my first, let's see the birth of everything and create it together. So I'm making everything from scratch. Some of these printables are from Artie Mae's. With her, she has such gorgeous paper. So most of it is Artie Mae's. I think there is some My Porch prints. Yeah, there's some My Porch prints in here as well, with some tea-stained, papers and stuff. And it's a little more grungier. Some of them I found the grungiest pieces I could find in my stash to use. So today we're going to actually assemble the book. So I've already pre-cut everything out. I'm kind of following tutorials like from when I was making mini albums, which I still do make. So let's get started. So the pieces that I have cut out here, we have 2 pieces of craft cardstock. Now this I'm not going to, I know everybody's like, I'm not going to give you measurements. It's so true, because your book might be a different size than mine. So this is just a gist of how to put things together. So this right here is actually some 12 by 12 heavyweight chipboard. So I cut that down to the sizes that I needed. What I did to calculate that size was I measured my insert, which is 8 1/8, and then I went, I just went to 8 1/2. Usually you do 1/4 of an inch more, but with junk journals we put all kinds of laces, and especially this being a sewing journal, so I gave it a little bit more room. So I had to do a front cover, back cover, and I created a spine. But I also have some tie-back pieces to put in between, for the folds. Now, you can either buy sheets of tie-back. You can get those at Walmart or Amazon. If you can't find that, I also purchased these wristbands, when you go to like festivals, bars, whatever. And they're like 3/4 of an inch, which is perfect, for the little gap part here. I hope this all makes sense. I really, truly do. So I've taped everything up, so then that way you don't have to watch me do all that. So we will put everything together at this point so that you can see how I bind everything. And then that way, if you need to make yours from scratch. Now, if you don't have heavyweight chipboard, and I recommend, like if you're just starting out, go right ahead and use like cereal boxes, pizza boxes, and things like that. I also do a little bit of glue, so then that way, it's assured to be adhered down. So you line it up as best as possible. And you lay it down. See, I am not perfect. Then take a bone folder or your ruler and smush that in, turn it over, give it another little bit of a smush there. Okay, so now we have that. So now, whoa! Oh my God, it's an avalanche of stuff. So now I have marked an inch here and an inch here because I cut my paper, my craft paper. I just used some, where is it? Oh, I don't, it's buried under the chipboard. Anyways, I used some Recollection 65-pound cardstock. So what I did was, since it was 8.5 going this way, I cut my paper down so that it was an inch here and an inch here, so 10.5. So then that way when I put my, you know, spine pieces down and everything, it will, oh my God, I could just, I don't have to cut it. Anyways, oh my God, I'm so sleepy. I'm like doing back-to-back videos trying to get this stuff done. And make sure if you're using score tape, you can glue too. Gluing is just fine. There's like tons of pieces like stringing off of here from when I cut it. And I have this size, and then I also have this big old thing that I got from when I was making mini albums. So just use what you have. You know, if you want to use glue, you can use glue. That's just fine. So before we put this down, oh my God, all these little pieces from when I cut it. Goodness. So I'm going to take my piece of Tyvek on one side, and we are going to adhere it. Oops, let me glue. Okay, so we're going to glue it. Come on. Oh my God, I gotta do it this way. This is terrible. These string pieces from the paper are making me really mad right now. Like, seriously. Oh, goodness. Squeeze that on there. And we're gonna do this one. See, I'm not perfect, everybody. Okay, so let's get this side down. Okay. So now we're going to take these pieces off. Oh, I understand. Doing these craft with me, it's so easy to just craft on your own, but when you know the camera is on and you're just like, it just mistakes, like, it's like, I just feel like I'm being watched, like, even though I know I am, you know what I mean, like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, it's just, it's hard, it's a lot harder, so let's glue here, here, use whatever kind of glue you have. We want to make sure this sucker stays down. I'm going to do a little bit here. And the important thing is to make sure it dries completely before you start trying. Now see how it overlaps here? So your middle part is actually like 1/4 of an inch. So make sure that full 1/4 of an inch that's covered is in the middle of your spine. So that when you do go to bend your book, it's not going to rip open. Okay? So let's bone fold, make sure everything gets down all the way. Flip it over. And just make sure that that gets all the way down. So you always want to start with your spine. Okay. Especially if you're gluing, because you want to make sure you spread that glue all the way around. Okay. So now we need to take this piece off, because we are going to adhere the front cover. So let's take off all our pieces here. Oh, I hope this is helpful. Like, I don't know. But use what you have. Like, I obviously did not, like, start out with all of this stuff. I have accumulated it over, like, a number of years. So, you know, it is what it is. And I'll show you another glue that works really, 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 really well, too. But you have to be super careful with it because it's very runny. So you don't need like a whole lot of it at all. Alright, so you want to make sure you leave about 1/8 to 1/4, well, 1/4 of an inch is a little bit too much, but no less than 1/8 of an inch in between your spine and your front cover. Make sure it's lined up and straight. See how that glue is smushing out of there? That's exactly what we want. Then you can run your, your finger, or I'm a messy crafter, so I don't care if I get schmutz on me, or Q-tip, or your paper toweling, or whatever. So let's spread that glue out. Okay, so my camera totally cut off on me, but thank God I didn't get too far. So we were adhering the back cover. So let's continue doing that. So I'll put a new thing of glue here. I'm glad I didn't get too far. Like, that was crazy. That has never happened to me before. Like, things are just breaking like crazy. Like I said, I came home the other day, my fridge died. Thank God the freezer's still working. And then my computer today decided, I don't want to stay on. So it just kept cutting off on me, so I couldn't print out some extra things. Thank God I printed out mostly everything that I need to for this journal. But it is what it is. Like I said, this year I'm going to try my best to not let everything bug me, get to me. You just keep moving on. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We just gotta keep. If it's meant for me to have this stuff back, I will have this stuff. Well, obviously, I do need to get a refrigerator, but, I'll figure all of that out. It's all good. Y'all know how it is, so. Are we still recording? Okay. Alright, so now we have all of that attached. Okay, so we're going to leave that like that for right now. Let me put this back. Okay, so at this point, you can start kind of, actually, you know what? Let's do our corners. So where did that little tiny piece go? Did a little square. Where did you go? Here you are. Okay, so for our corners, okay, because you're gonna, I hope you can see this, okay. So what we need to do is miter our corners. So, oops. So I need a width of about the same width of this, oh my God, I can't freaking talk right now, of this chipboard. Okay, so we want to make it at like, so that it makes a perfect cut across. So we're going to pencil this. I cannot even talk right now, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So we need to have this. Okay, I hope you can see that. See how that is? But you need to have a little bit more, because when we go to fold it this way and this way, you want to make sure when we, you'll see what I'm saying when we get to that point. But for each corner, we're going to have to do this. So they do have little tools that will help you make these perfect corners, but whatever. I do it this way. So we want to make sure that it's pretty, like a nice triangle. Okay, still recording. I hope this makes sense. Like, I'm so new to doing tutorials, so don't get mad at me, people. I'm so sorry. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, so now we're going to cut these corners off. But we are going to cut on the outside. Not the inside, not on, just outside of the line we made. Okay? About a 1/16 of an inch, because that will ensure to make sure that you have plenty of room when we fold in our corners and fold to cover our book. You'll see what I'm saying in a minute. I mean, if you guys have made mini albums and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. So this is for people that haven't. And my first tutorial, like, I just, you know, I need practice. So we can save these little scrappy pieces for something. Can get this out of the way now. Okay, so now we want to put a little bit of tape or your glue, whatever you're using. So we're going to put that along this edge, even though we have some here. You know, we want to make sure that our book stays together. We're still recording, yep. Yes, ma'am, we are. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy to have this long weekend, but I'm also like nervous because, like I said, with the bus, they took one of my roots from me, and I've had those kids for so long. So now I gotta start over with a whole new set of kids. So I'm a little nervous about it. It's a bilingual school, and I'm just very nervous about the communication part because I'm hoping to God we understand each other. But I guess that universal parental look, like, you better sit down and quit playing. Like, I think every kid knows that look too. So this should be interesting. So we shall see. Wish me luck, you guys. Okay, and then we want to burnish this down. Because it also, if you're using score tape, it helps. So when you go to take the backing off, it helps. Okay, so now we're going to just kind of train our ends to get ready to be folded over. Loosen that paper up. You can also take your bone folder and run it along the edge there. Basically training the paper to do what we need it to do. Okay. Hope you guys can see this okay. I know I have like limited space, so it's like a little bit on the difficult side, so you know, it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to press those ones back down. So we're going to start here from the top. Okay. Put our bit of glue. Oops. We need to take some of this down too, sorry. Not all the way, just enough. Come on. It's like stuck under the other piece of tape. Let me get it from this side. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh my god, I guess not. Probably should get my pokey tool, but there we go. It happens sometimes, and then you just add a little bit of glue. I know this is painstaking to watch. I'm so sorry. But it's how we craft. Like, it's real time. Like, you know, that's just how it is. Oh my god, I cannot get I have like glue stuck to my, oh my god, I am a hot mess. I truly, truly am. Come on. You're being stubborn. Try it this way. This is what happens. Like, there we go. Anyways. So I don't know if you had heard me in the, before the camera cut off. So I have to give my cousin her journal, my other cousin her planner this weekend, because we had to reschedule because we had the freak snowstorm. It was super cold and it was windy and we were just not trying to travel, so we were just like, let's reschedule again. So it's all good. It is what it is. Okay, so let's make sure we have plenty of room here. Yes, gluing is definitely way easier, but this, I just want to make sure when I do my books from like scratch that they are going to adhere. So we are going to start from the middle, okay, and we're going to press down, okay, and then we're going to work our way, and we're going to grab. I don't know why my camera keeps cutting off. So anyways, I don't know where it cut off, but we're going to keep pushing through this. So we're just going to do the other side. I wonder if my battery is dying. Could be it, because I've been recording like a mad woman. Like doing so much. Ooh, look at that. And it took the tape off with it. Really? This is what happens when you record and you're trying to do something. Oh, I'm hungry. Like, it's so late and I'm hungry. Probably because I skipped dinner. Like you need to eat. It happens. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this won't cut off on me again. And then we can at least get the book done. Then I can charge my phone. Take that piece off. Get our glue. Okay. Start from the middle. Oh, come on. Why do you gotta be like that? Okay, so we grab and pull, push and pull, pull. I know you guys are probably like, why are you doing all of this extra work? Like, because I enjoy doing it. Like, I actually enjoy making these books. but it's just a little bit harder when you're doing it as a tutorial on the camera. Oh my goodness. Flatten that out. Okay, put that back down. So now to the little confusing, tricky part if you have not made mini albums before. So when we have folded these, the top and the bottom over, it creates a tiny little gap right here. Okay, so we are going to take our bone folder. Okay, we're going to line it up with the top, and we're going to fold in that little corner. Okay, see? Can you see? Oh my God, tape. If you can see that. Okay, see how that folded down, the difference between that corner and this corner. Okay, so you just take your bone folder and round it in. Okay, so we're going to do it on top and the bottom. I always do it this way. Okay, fold that little corner in. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing this way. Then you just kind of put it down like, I don't know how you know what I mean. You just kind of flatten it. Okay? So that's what's going to give us that nice corner. So now let's do this side. If we can get it on camera, we can take these two pieces off. And this end piece off. Can you see? Can you see that okay? And a little bit of glue. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull and, oops, we got to pull this off, sorry. Okay, so we're going to pull. Yeah, I think my battery's dying. So I hope you guys saw me round in these corners, okay? So they rounded in. So we're going to hurry up and do this side. So in case you missed me do this side, we folded it over. See how perfect and gorgeous that is? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side really, really fast. And then we'll finish the journal cover in a different video because I don't know why this keeps cutting off on me. Probably needs to charge, like I said. Okay, so let's get that off. I hope you guys were able to see me round in the corners. If you didn't, I will do it again on another video real quick. Okay, so we're going to do this edge. Bring that in, and we are going to smash it. Nice and even. Alrighty. Oops. Okay, alright, now we're going to cover that back up. So now we are going to continue on to part 2, where we're going to do the inside, cover this inside, because my camera keeps cutting off and I need to let it charge. So I hope you guys understood what I was saying. So here's what our outside cover is going to look like. Nice and pretty. Alright, I'll see you guys in part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.